Thank you very much. Happy to be here.
Well, what are we looking at here, Greg?
You are looking at a pivotal aircraft. That's the name of our company. We're from California, but we actually originated in Ontario, Canada. And this is our aircraft. It's an electric vertical takeoff and landing ultralight.
So you got to talk to us a little bit about the vision behind this machine, because when I look at it, I remember the second sequel to Back to the Future, when everyone was flying around the city in their personal cars.
Yeah, well, this is the beginning of that future. So this allows you to basically have complete freedom in three-dimensional flight. You can fly where you want, stop, land wherever. You don't need a runway. So yeah, it's coming.
And of course, one of the specific things related to this machine is it's all electric.
It is. It has 8 redundant battery packs. It has 8 electric motors. It's all fly-by-wire, so it's really simple to fly. It's just kind of like you're flying a drone. You push the direction you want to go. So our first ever customer, Tim, is up there, and he's got a joystick and 3 flight computers that help him make this possible.
So you're talking flight computers, which makes me think this thing operates much like modern-day fighter.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, the sort of thing you'll see right after this demo, I think.
It's like a fly-by-wire system, essentially, is it not?
It is, exactly. It's taking advantage of all sorts of new technology and the advances we've seen over the past decade or 2.
Well, let's get into some of the details about this unique flying aircraft, or craft, if you will. Talk to us about how high can you go and how fast can you go in this vehicle?
Sure, so what you're seeing here is an aircraft that complies with the Part 103 ultralight regulations in the United States. So we have a weight limit of 348 pounds for the whole aircraft. And that limits the battery set that we can put in it, so we can do about 20 to 25 miles or 35 kilometers roughly. And you can fly, well, we typically fly like 400 to 500 feet above the ground, but you can take it up to a few thousand if you were so inclined.
Especially if you were going over the fields, checking the fence lines, for example, and you find yourself flying over a ledge, you might find yourself 1,000 feet above the ground, essentially.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're working on expanding the envelope. We've got a new version in the works, so it could get even more performant.
Now look at this. How do you land like this?
Well, the system helps you. So that's a vertical landing. You transition into hover, and all you have to do is push down. The aircraft descends, and then auto land takes over, and it sets you down gently.
Well, he's very successfully touched down. Looked a little bumpy, but I guess it doesn't really matter as long as you get it safely down on the ground. He's got the canopy open, so folks, let's give him a big round of applause out there.
Look at this machine that just took off into the sky. It looks really familiar, especially if you've ever gone down to Canada Plains, down in the Burrard Inlet, of course. The Havilland Beaver, icon of Canadian bush airplanes. And it's just an amazing machine. And I've had the honor of flying the Havilland Beavers way back in the day, a company called Air in Westminster. Well, this one has been modified. Did you notice how quiet it was when it took off? Not that classic, you know what I mean, of a beaver taking off into the sky. This thing's quiet. Why? It is electric. Together with their incredible partners, Magnet X, Harbour Air brought together the expertise in aviation, maintenance, and electric propulsion systems to begin the process of retrofitting an Aviation to the Helix Beaver and converting its engine to a 750 horsepower all-electric motor. In less than 10 months, the team created the blueprint, built the plane, and successfully flew it. The aircraft is currently undergoing the certification and approval process with the FAA and Transport Canada. Over the next couple of years, Harbour Air will continue testing and doing alterations on the map to certify the aircraft for passenger flight. The radial flux Magnet 650 motor is a direct drive unit, so no reduction gear is required. Shaft RPM is 1900 to 2300 RPM. Cooling is required for the power and electronics and the motor itself. And Magna X came up with a clever way to provide liquid cooling without using many exotic hardened source chemicals. It only took 9 months for this original Beaver to be converted from piston power to electric propulsion. That's a feat of engineering that combines classic aviation with cutting-edge technology. Gone is that original, lovely, Pratt & Whitney radial engine, replaced by a high-performance Magna X 500 electric motor. This has reduced the noise by about 20 dB on average across all phases of flight. Here it comes, right down the shoreline, bit of a topside pass, and again, I want you to notice how quiet this airplane is. Today's flight is more than just a demonstration, it's a glimpse into the future of sustainable aviation. Okay, once again, he's coming in from the left, I am going to bring these down, and again, just listen to how quiet it is. Slow flight demonstration.